everyone. I understand that we usually come in here and we usually say hi to each other and we have some sort of like witty banter and camaraderie building, but we do have some TV production happening in the room right now.
Mr. Swope is a new history teacher at Bash who teaches world history and government and economics. He knew he wanted to be a teacher from an early age due to both his parents following that same career path. After graduating from Antietam High School, he attended Albright College to get a degree in education and history. Later, he attended Penn State University to get his graduate degree in educational leadership. His father influenced his decision to become a history teacher.
My father was also a social studies teacher, and it's something that we were just really involved with a lot growing up. We were always going to different area locations that were of historical significance, and he was really interested in it, and then that kind of rubbed off on me, and I just find history to be fascinating, and I think it's an awesome subject that allows us to study where we've been and where we're potentially going, but also it allows us to look at different cultures and different ways of life, and really opens us up to the full human experience.
After graduating from Albright, Mr. Swope spent time as a substitute teacher before getting his first full-time position at the Friends School of Hartford in Bel Air, Maryland. He then taught at the Sanford School in Delaware before making his way back to Pennsylvania.
My wife and I just had our second child in June, so we have Henry, who is 2 years old, and George, who is 3 months old, and we wanted to be closer to family, so my family is still in the area and hers is in the area as well, so we wanted to be closer to family, we wanted to be closer to friends, and we wanted to be in an area that allowed us to find good avenues for us to explore as a family itself, but also for me professionally.
Mr. Swope has been to 13 countries, so you may have guessed he likes to travel.
By traveling, you get to directly interact with different ways of life, different people, different foods, and those are things that are appealing to me. So really like to travel, like to get out there as much as I can, and hopefully everything settles down. We'll be able to continue that sooner rather than later.
Although Mr. Swope appreciates all history, he does have his favorite time periods.
I would say that I do love good old-fashioned American history, specifically World War II. That would be the one that I personally enjoy the most. I do love teaching about ancient China, and I kind of keep coming back to it. I do love teaching more contemporary world cultures that allows us to look at these different areas around the world and then how do they associate with where we're at currently and where we're projecting to go as a globe, as the Earth.
Although teaching during the pandemic has been a challenge, Mr. Swope feels that a lot of good has come out of it.
Everybody is a first-year teacher or a first-year student or a first-year administrator, and we're all kind of feeling it out together, and we've seen some incredible innovations in the field of technology and education and how we communicate with each other. We've seen some really exciting things from teachers all across the world, and I think that while it might not be in an ideal setting, we are afforded with the opportunity of continuing to learn, and we are in that capacity really lucky to be able to continue in our own learning paths.
If you ever want to discuss who your favorite president is, why don't you travel over to Mr. Swope's room? I'm Hunter Slaby, reporting for Bash TV News.